In this week's upload, we're going to be doing some changes to the mini complete tank, and I'm going to kind of update you guys on what's going on with the channel. What's going on, reefers? My name's Blaine. This is the King Tide Corals channel. If you guys are stopping in, I want to say thank you for coming by to check out the video on the update of the channel as a whole and the little upgrades that I've made of the mini complete tank. With that in mind, the 200 plus people that have subscribed, yes, that's you if you're watching. Thank you so much for doing that. I really appreciate it. I had a goal by the end of September to have 200 subscribers, and I've done that goal and I've even exceeded it. So thank you again to all of you people for joining the family and checking out what I have to say in my reefing journey. So with that in mind, hope you guys enjoyed this week's video. We're gonna be adding a little bit of livestock to the mini complete tank. So I took a little bit of your guys' suggestions in the comments and I ran with it. And with that in mind, I'm gonna add a little bit more functionality to it so I have some more control. You guys will see what I'm talking about here in the future, and I'm gonna update you guys on the King Tide Corals channel as a whole. I'm pretty excited about its growth and the idea of what I'm doing, so I just wanna update you guys with everything that's going on. So thanks again for stopping in, and let's check it out. All right, reefers, so the mini complete tank has been running for about a little over a week now, and I think it's time to start maybe adding some experimental corals into this thing. So I have a couple things I decided and picked out on, and I'm gonna go ahead and get them into the tank. I have seen little tiny copepods running around inside there. I think with the established sand, that helped moving over some microfauna. So let's go ahead and get these little bit of livestock inside the tank, and I'll show you what I decided on.
Two hours later.
Alright guys, so it's a couple hours later from when I put in the zoas and the macro, and everything seems to be super happy. I think the macro is going to look really cool in this tank. It's kind of hard to get even with the filter, the red and the colors in this tank. It's just kind of hard to catch on my camera, but overall pretty cool. On the bottom right, the Electra Oompa Loompas are definitely open up pretty good. The Halle-Berries are starting to get there, but overall, really like it, and I'm excited to see how these corals do for the next couple days, and I'll keep you guys updated on that.
Several days later.
Alright guys, so we're gonna go ahead and get our controller system for our heater all undone and unboxed. This is the Inkbird that I ended up going with. It's the Inkbird 306T, so for temperature, and here's the interface right here. The temperature probe right here, and then the plug-in for your heater, and then the plug to the wall. So let's go ahead and get this set up on the mini complete. All right, reefers, so we're all set. The temperature probe of the Inkbird is inside the sump now. I tucked it in right underneath some of the filter floss, so it's kind of padded down. I'm gonna go ahead and work on getting this all plugged in, and once I do that, I'm gonna show you guys.
A few moments later.
Alright, so the mini complete tank is reset back up, and the controller is sitting back there, and it is pumping away doing its thing. And as of right now, the tank sits at 75, and it's working its way back up to where I registered it at 77. I think this is going to be a really nice addition to the tank, and I think it's one upgrade as well, that I think anybody running a smaller system or any system in general, having a heater controller is really helpful, and it helps with any situations of a heater malfunction, or it just helps balance the tank's temperature as a whole. So really excited about this, and I think it's a good addition to the mini complete. As for the Inkbird, I think it was a really good choice to add to the mini complete tank. I think about having control is really important in a reef system, especially within some certain parameters like salinity and temperature, things like that. They're within your control, and you can change that by doing or adding certain things to your tanks. So with me, I really wanted that control of temperature with such a small water volume with the mini complete tank. So I think the Inkbird was a really good addition, and I'm excited to actually have a good temperature gauge on what the actual temperature is in the tank. And after setting it up and getting it on the mini complete tank, it's holding 77 degrees now, and I think it's really good because the 7.5 watt heater was a little big for that tank in general, but I think having that controllability and having the ability to range it out helps it kind of maintain that perfect temperature for a reef. Now that you guys have kind of seen the changes that I've made to the mini complete tank, I have a couple other ideas in my head that I want to do to add to this tank. I'm definitely thinking in the long run, I want to do a little ATO. I've seen some mod videos on YouTube that I think are going to really help me out in adding an ATO. I also asked on Reef to Reef, shout out to Reef, if I could maybe figure it out, and I've had a lot of people actually reach out to me and message me. And so I think the next move I'm gonna make, the new modification I'm gonna make to the mini complete tank, is adding a auto top off unit. I think with having such a small water volume, it's really important that salinity swings don't happen, and it can happen really easily in that tank. And I already see a lot of evaporation happening, and I'm having to top off manually. So I think the best thing to add next onto this tank is that auto top off unit. So stay tuned for that, and I hope you guys enjoy that modification video once it comes out. So one thing really quick I really wanted to share with you guys was my new logo that I got designed. So I actually partnered up with a gentleman on Instagram who goes by Lazy Mondays. He's made a lot of really awesome logos and designs, and I was able to get with him and help him design my new logo. So I'm gonna put it up here on the screen. So this is the new logo. I'm really excited about it. It's perfect. It features my Hawaiian cleaner wrasse, Lucky, and then my 2 Spoxinctus clowns, as well as one of my Hawaiian Christmas tree rocks. These are just an example of the crazy odd stuff that I really enjoy, and I think that logo really portrays it. So with that in mind, I also ended up making some cool stickers. So stickers came in and they look pretty awesome. I'm actually doing a giveaway on my Instagram for those, so if you guys want to check that out, my Instagram is linked below, so go ahead and check that out. But thanks again, guys, for helping me out make this channel and make it a reality. With that in mind, I'm really excited about the new logo and hope you guys like it. Before the lights went out on the lagoon, I wanted to get you guys all updated on how this is looking, since I've been talking about the mini complete for the past couple weeks, and I wanted to make sure you guys are updated on the lagoon. But overall, there's a couple new things that have been added and a couple things that have changed in the lagoon. I've gotten a couple new pieces like this Goni, a couple new Euphilia pieces, this leather's a new piece as well, and some NPS that I'm gonna be talking about here in the next couple weeks. But overall, there's a bit of change and things are starting to get a little packed in here, but there's always room for more, right? In the mushroom garden, things are looking really good. Just picked up this really sweet rainbow rhodactus. And then there's a little baby jawbreaker here to the left. But yeah, there's a lot of new things in the lagoon, but overall things look really good and I think things are really happy. I have seen a little bit of cyano pop up, but that hasn't caused a lot of issues and I see it kind of come and go. So overall, the lagoon seems really happy, and just wanted to give you guys a little update of how things are going in here. All right, Reefers, that's it for this week's video. I know it was a quick one, just a little additions to the mini complete tank and just some updates on the channel as a whole, but I appreciate you stopping in. I look forward to next week's upload, and we'll see you then.